the street. When I grew up as a young man, I knew one of the most scarce commodity in Nigeria is integrity. And I knew to be able to succeed that I need to utilize this very well. And I started working with the Japanese, whom taught me integrity, not church, not mosque. The Japanese commit suicide if they make a promise to you and they cannot keep it, they take their life. And write you a letter of apology and say they are sorry they disappointed you. There's no explanation good enough for them not to keep their promise. A Japanese is happy to hear that the roof of your house caved in, but you met a payment obligation of yesterday, as you say you would do. But Nigerian will say, I won't kill myself. One of my friends I took to Japan, the Japan said, please kill yourself. Because you promised. It's honorable for him to know you died because you don't keep your promise. You say, what am I teaching you? I'm teaching you how to commit suicide. But it's teaching you to know that you cannot compromise integrity. As a matter of fact, you are not rich until people can trust you. Anything you think you are doing is baseless. But this is where I found a loophole that this is a scarce commodity in Nigerian business environment, and the Japanese taught me that, and I worked hard. And I started securing suppliers' credit, which is better for you than borrowing from bank. Bank money has interest, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, public holiday. And they will ask you to bring your grandfather, your mother-in-law, the baby in your womb as a collateral to be able to give you the money. So, and now if you don't have a basis, you have not had a established, tested business, and you go to borrow money from the bank, is the easiest way to commit suicide. Because the little you have will disappear, and the one you are trying to get, you will not get. So you need to learn that bank borrowing, you can only leverage on it, but you can't plan your business on bank borrowing. Bank borrowing will be only 20%, or if I think can be only 10 or 15% of what you're required to do your business. The real thing is for you to build your own capital or get suppliers' credit. When I discovered this, many people thought I was a magician, because I got the Japanese to trust me. The Japanese don't trust you easily. They are like diesel engine, difficult to start. But when they start, they can carry you through any mountain. They are not Americans. Americans are gasoline. They easily crack. But the Japanese will have a meeting with him. He will not receive you in his office. He will meet you in a coffee shop. First of all is that he's going to watch you to see how you keep time. Another thing, we Nigerians are bankrupt about it. When I got this invitation, they said it's 9 o'clock. I make sure that I am here at least 10 minutes before 9. A Japanese will stay around coffee shop. When it is exactly that time, he makes like this. Then you made a promise to him that you are meeting by 9 o'clock, and by 9:45 you are not yet there. You already fell in the text, because he's making up his mind how to deal with you, that your promise is inshallah, just as God wanted, or God has to be blamed, but you put the blame on some other thing. These are prerequisites. People sometimes observe you, the things you do, how you keep your promise from the time you say you will come. Not even money make a whole lot of difference. When people know they can take your word for it, there's no limit to where they can trust you. Today, I work with all these world-class brand name on open account. BMW ship me cars without any payment from me. Ford Motor, 200 years old company, does that. Jaguar Land Rover. In fact, all our principal around the world, the least credit we accept is 45 days from the date of payment. But we stretch it to some product to 270 days payment terms. Some of them 80 days payment terms. A Japanese was asked question during the person that wrote my book, Ambassador Odon, said, how do I meet up with payment? He told him, because Chinese payment arrive like Shinkansen. Shinkansen is a Japanese express train that they tell you is going to come by 9 o'clock 5 minutes to 9, you won't see it. 2 minutes to 9, you won't see it. Exactly 9 o'clock, you see the train. It never makes 1 minute. It will arrive exactly on time. When you build this situation, this is why if every business person or banker want to lend you money, because they want to grow their business through your business. But they cannot lend you money if they don't think they can take your word for it. They need to give you money if they see you already doing something they can feel and touch, and they know each time you made a promise with them that that thing you said is as good as they can go home and sleep. So I grew up dreaming that I want to do business, and God helped me that I will not find any good business I will do. Let it be that I will not have money. You know, this ambition is like saying you want to be self-sufficient. You want to be like God. A man who has no financial need, what more does he need? And today, by the grace of God, I've not found any business we want to do, and we didn't find cash to do it. So you need to be clear in your mind, what do you really want to achieve, and work towards them. You don't get them by wishing so or thinking so. You pay for it. Building to the scale is climbing to something high that is difficult to attain. Your vision must be clear, and you must tax yourself by the commitment you make to achieve the goals you want to achieve. You require 3 things to succeed in life. Vision, which I have explained. Clear vision. You must see it before anybody see it. There is only one believer for a vision. It's not you and your wife seeing it at the same time. And sometimes, if people don't say you are crazy, the vision is not correct vision. Second is faith, to believe in your vision. And third is courage. Courage is not an absence of fear, but ability to act in the face of danger. You must be courageous to take risk, calculated risk, not baseless risk. But you can't. It was a risk for me to leave the norm, having a warehouse in Ajegule and buying a Mercedes car, and everybody will say I have arrived. It was a risk for me to bring experts to come in and start telling me, Oga, you are wrong. This will not happen. So today we build a business, sustainable business, from a business that is unregulated. We created a campaign where meaningful people can leave their work at bank and join us. Today I have an executive director that worked in a bank for 12 years working with me. I have a general manager of a bank. We today can get people to leave Lafarge and join Coscharis, because we've been able to build a decent business where people can make a proper livelihood. And I can assure you it is possible for every one of you. You are on the right track, but just understand that you require determination. It's not going to be easy. I'm telling you a story like this. It looks like once you just start, you will reach there overnight. There was a time I was tempted like throwing in towel. But my vision, I saw something, and you're never going to stop. That vision is what is going to drive you. You're never going to stop until you get to where you plan to go. God bless you. Thank you. I hope the few things I said was meaningful.